Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Sahitya Abhyasa Academy. I am Anju. Today we are studying one of speech, article or discussion on India's conversion on education, written by Savitribai Phule. And who is Savitribai Phule? She is known for as social reformer, educator, and poet, who is widely regarded as first female teacher of India. Who is that? Savitri Phule. And also alongside her, her husband Jyotirao Phule. She played a crucial role in women's education, upliftment of oppressed caste, up sorry, upliftment of oppressed caste and anti-activism during British rule. Okay, and also during that time women are not equal to get education, because the women during that time has not got that much importance to get equal education, but this lady has got such kind of a education, means higher education. This is how we see she has fought so much for getting good education for herself. For this, her husband has supported her lot, and also she becoming a symbol of, this is very important, symbol of, what is that? Resistance and empowerment. And empowerment. Resistant means opposition or a fight against the person who is snatching education from ladies. That is what called resistant. So this is about what? Savitribai Phule. Let's begin about her life. Born January 3, 1831 in Naigaon, Satara district, Maharashtra, into a family Mali. And child bride, married at the age of just 9 years. Jyotirao Phule, a husband, a fellow activities, and the scholar. Jyotirao taught her reading and writing at home. Very nice. See, here we can see how husband has supported to Savitribai Phule. At the age of very young age, she got married in a child marriage, we can call it, and also her husband supported her lot to get education continue in home itself. Her husband made her to learn and write, and teacher training, attended a teacher training at a missionary run schools in Ahmednagar and Pune, becoming India's first trainer, female teacher and headmistress. Very nice. See, after getting her education, she tries to get the training also, and became one of a famous female teacher, first trained female teacher and headmistress. An educational pioneer, first school of girls. What is that? First school of girls. Savitribai Phule and Jyotirao opened the India's first school for girls in a Bhidewada. Am I right? Pune. See how they have gave the importance to spread the education, especially to the girls. For that reason, this first opened the established the school for the girls. They started with the just 8 students and expanded in the 3 schools educating around 150 girls in 1915. Very nice. 1848 they got only 10 girls student. When turning into 1851 they got more than, means around 150 girls. So this is how we can see the improvement of that school, the number of girls admission in that school. And widespread resistance, she stays against whom? Verbal abuse, and even had stones, dung thrown at her on her way to school. She carried extra saris to change afterward. See, this is how, yes, she faced so many problems. When she is going to take the education, during that time, a few haters stopped her not to take the education, and also she throws the dung, means sagane kudanu ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಸ್ತಿದ್ರು. For that reason, she carries extra saris in her bag, somewhat. So scaled up efforts together with Jyotirao and Sagunabai Sagar established 18 schools for girls and lower caste children. They also created 2 educational trusts and offered stipends and hostels for poor students. So this is how Savitribai Phule not only taking the good education, also she let the other girls also taking education also, and she is definitely she has established so many, means 18 schools and also provide the hostels for a poor girls. This is how she encouraged girls to get education. What about social reform and activities? How she has been part of this social reformer? First thing, widow and victim shelter. She gave the shelter to the widows and victims. What kind of? Founded the Balahatya Pratibhadangira, a shelter for a pregnant widows and a rape survivors, preventing infanticide and protecting from social stigma. See, this is how. See, women means ಒಂದು ಮಹಿಳೆ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ she faced so many problems. That problem she gave the shelter, such kind of a problems who are facing that lady. And caste and gender advocacy, campaign against child marriage, yes, sati sahagamana, untouchability and dowry, who are suffering under these are the things. So she gave the shelter to them and put some campaign also to remove this kind of a evilness from the society, and supported the widow marriage. Yes, widow remarriage, they too have a right to get second marriage if they want. Yes, because in a early age, in a child, when she was in a child, she got married at the age of 20 or 21, she become a widow, means what's her rest of the life, how she should lead. Such kind of a, kind of a girls become a widow during that time. So she fight for them to get again remarriage. Yes, and led a barber strike to stop widow head shaving war. See how tragedy it is. Means if once they become widow, means a barber ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಕೂದಲೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಒಂಥರ ಹೇರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಲುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಅಗ್ಲಿ. ನೋ ಒನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಲೇಡಿ, ಆರ್ ಶಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಒನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹರ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಶುಡ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕಾರದ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ ಅಂತ, ಅಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ವಿಮೆನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಇದನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದರು, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ರೀಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಾಯಿತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಾರ್ಬರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಟು ಏನು ವಿಡೋ ಹೆಡ್ ಶೇವಿಂಗ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಸಕ್ಸೆಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಟು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಸೇವಾ ಮಂಡಳ means organized a women's meeting that were caste inclusive, empowering women to discuss their rights and issues. Very nice. ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಸೇವಾ ಮಂಡಲ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು ವುಮೆನಿಗೆ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ, ಒಂದು ಜಾಬಿನ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಏನಿದೆ, ಗುಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಒಂದು ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇದು ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಾಯ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ದಮ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್. ಏನೇನು ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ, ರೀಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸತಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ವಿಡೋ ಆಯಿತು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೀಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಿಕ್ತು. ವಾಟರ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್. ದ ಕಪಲ್ ಡಗ್ ಅ ವೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೂ ವೇರ್ ಡಿನೈಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ವೆಲ್ಸ್. ಸಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಪಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿಬಾಯಿ ಫುಲೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರಾವ್ ಬಾಪುಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಒಂದು ವೆಲ್ಲನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಲೋವರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ SC ST ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳಲಾಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ SST ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು, ಒಂದು ಇದು ಅವ್ರಿಗಾಗಿನ ಒಂದು ಬಾವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ದೇ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಲೀಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಬಿಗ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಏಕ ಪ್ರಕಾರದ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ವಿಕರ ಒಂದು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ರೀ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈಫ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗೆ ರೋಲ್ ಇನ್ ಸತ್ಯ ಶೋಧಕ ಸಮಾಜ. ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ದ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಸ್ಟ್ ಸತ್ಯಶೋಧಕ ಸಮಾಜ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಟ್ರುತ್ ಸೀಕರ್ and she led women's efforts. 1873 promoted caste neutral marriage and without priest or a dowry. Very nice. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜಸ್ಗೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮತ್ತು ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎನಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಲೌನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಡೌರಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಾರ್ದೆ ವಿವಾಹಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸಕ್ಸಿಡೆಡ್ ಆದರು. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಲಿಟ್ರರಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ರೈಟರ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಆಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾವ್ಯ ಫುಲೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಪೋಯಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭವನ ಕಾಶಿ ಸಾಧು ರತ್ನಾಕರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಪೊಯಿಟಿಕ್ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಗೋ ಆಬ್ಟೈನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್, ದ ಲಿಟ್ರರಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಲಿಟ್ರರಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಗ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬೊಂಬಾನಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಗ್ ಶಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹರ್ adopted a son Yashwant opened a clinic and provided food to suffering families, and she contracted the plague and died on March 10, 1897. See how much she has made the social help, yes, for taking care of the widows and also taking care of the untouchable people. So everyone, even to the people who are suffering from the plague, she opened a clinic to provide all kinds of facilities to them. So this is how her big achievement. That's why they put the part of your syllabus. Okay, next, honor and legacy. What kind of honor we can see in the world called literature? The first female teacher, yes, and commemorations means India Post issued a stamp in her honor. Very nice. And University of Pune renamed as Savitribai Phule University. See, the achievements made her to put the title of that university. And January 3 celebrated as a Balika Din means Girl Child Day in Maharashtra. And inspiration means a true pioneer of Indian feminism focusing on caste, gender, education and social justice, collaborated with Fatima Sheikh, another tribalizing educationalist. See, this is how she became the inspiration to the everyone in the field of all these things. In all this field like feminism, focusing on caste, gender, education and social justice, collaborated with the Fatima Sheikh. And let's begin the summary of the Savitribai Phule and India's conversation on education. Savitribai Phule, also referred as a Savitri Phule, was a pioneering educator. She is one of a pioneering means mulata means originator, that is educator and a poet and also social reformer of 19th century in India. She is the best remembered as the first female teacher in India and a fearless crusader who transformed the courses of Indian education by centering it around equality, inclusion and justice. Yes, in this paragraph what it presents means ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಜುಕೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟೀಚರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋಷಲ್ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಜಾರಿಗೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಪರಾಗಿ ನಿಭಾಯಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂಶ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ವೆನ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಲಿತ್, ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪುವರ್ ವೇರ್ ಡಿನೈಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ವುಮೆನ್, ಅದು ದಲಿತರಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರದ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಂಶ ಕೊಡಬಾರದಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೂಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಲೆಡ್ ಎ ರಿವಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬೈ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಟು ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಇದು ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇದೆ, education for all caste, education for everyone, yes. So on that basis she gave the so much importance to spread the education to the all category kind of a caste, like regardless caste, gender or a class. On these basis we shouldn't stop their education. It is their fundamental right to take the education, and her work laid the intellectual and ethical foundation for India's modern education system. Very nice. So we're taking this revolution on giving education to the equal to everyone. This made to the foundation of modern education system in society. Okay, so here we can see born on 3/1831 in Naigaon, and Savitribai Phule came from the Dalit family belonging to Mali caste and married at a young age. Jyotirao Phule, she received education under his guidance, and which was rare and even dangerous for women during that time. Getting education during that time is a big thing. Second thing is, she is lucky that she got a husband like who supported her lot till to reach her achievement or successful in her work, successful things in her work. So Jyotirao supported her dream becoming a teacher. Her husband, he helped Lord to become a teacher, who Savitribai Phule, and together they challenged deeply rooted Brahminical and patriarchal norms that restricted education only to upper class. Very nice. Rooted Brahminical and patriarchal, both are trying to stop the education to untouchable women, and education is only made for the upper class. This is how they try to remove this system and give it to education to everyone, whether it is girl or any kind of a caste. So she has established the first girls school and inclusive education. That is, in 1848 Savitribai Phule and Jyotirao Phule opened the first school for in Bhidewada, Poona. This marked a revolutionary movement in history. By their steps, takes to the whole world, turn into the revolutionary movement in Indian education system. Yes, and at a time when educating girls was considered the sinful, Dalits were violently kept away from the knowledge. Savitri not only taught young girls but also trained for other women to become a teachers, including Fatima Sheikh, nice, and the first Muslim woman teacher of India. See, this is how during that time it's very impossible to getting education. In that time, first she provided education to the all Dalit and a woman. Later on, led them to become a teacher also. Among them, we can see Fatima Sheikh. She is one of Indian Muslim, the first Muslim woman teacher in India. She opened multiple schools. Who? Savitribai Phule. So girls for all caste, children of laborers and farmers. This is also school, and widows and orphan children, and Dalits and Shudra. So schools means a kind of a shelter for education purpose, shelter purpose, and also providing a healthcare purpose. These are the means multiple school where she has opened for the sake of taking care of women and Dalit. Such a great achievement. And her school followed a modern curriculum including science, mathematics, history, and moral education. What are the subjects they are means it is going to provided means the modern curriculum, and like science, mathematics, history, and moral education too. Unlike the traditional Brahminical teaching is all of only religious scripture. Here, if we study about the traditional part, means it is only made by Brahminical techniques, teachings only for religious scripts. Next, what about the such after facing so much, after doing so much achievement, of course, we can see the facing opposition with courage. Savitri Bai faced extreme public hostility. Orthodox Brahmins and upper caste communities threw stones and cow dung at her. She was insulted and attacked for daring to step out of her home and teach. Very nice. See how she stands herself, how she stands to face such kind of a cruelty on her. ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಒಗೆಯೋದಾಯಿತು, ಡಂಗ್ ಸಗಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಸೆದಾಯಿತು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಶಿ ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸಾರೀಸ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರೀಚಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ she can change it and start to teach to the and start to give the education to the girls. Upper class Brahmins and many more communities try to stop her, not to give education, not to teach to anyone, because you are a woman. Women are made for living in a home. This is what the orthodox of Brahmin, the kind of a cheap thought of that kind of a people. Yes, woman is not for made for the getting education. She broke it and she proved it and she daily faced that one, and she has refused to give up. Yes, no, I should not give up. What I have started to give the education to the all girls, I should do it. Made ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ she carried a space sari to school. In a case, one was sold and kept teaching with the strength and dignity. Her resistance symbolized a border fight for freedom and ignorance and equality. Very nice. See her border fight for freedom. ಅಂಧಕಾರ, ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಅಸಮಾನತೆ ನಡುವೆ she has fought with the freedom to providing a good education to the ladies, to the women, such a dignity kind of a work, such a strengthful kind of a work. My thought, my heart says I am giving a education to the women, means it is a good thing. That's enough for me. It's none of society to judge me. Such kind of a thoughts, she take it herself as a positive and make it as a successful. What about the wider social reformer and activities? Savitri Bai. Okay dears, we'll stop here. Shall see the next part of this class.